My name is Carrie. I'm an ordinary office worker, almost 30 years old. I've been dating my boyfriend for about 3 years, and we recently decided to get married after he proposed to me. I was really happy when he proposed, but of course, there are some issues that come up when preparing for a wedding. The reason is that my family has a tradition of favoring the eldest child. My parents have always doted on my older sister unconditionally, and she took advantage of that by imposing unreasonable demands on me simply because I'm her younger sister. My parents always took her side, and even now, she's still living with them and being spoiled. My sister was the main reason I became estranged from my family. Now I've cut ties with her, and I only maintain minimal contact with my parents. When it comes to getting married, you can't just avoid getting involved in things like meetings between families. So, I reluctantly contacted my parents and informed them that I intended to get married.
Carrie, it's been a while. It's Alice. I got a new phone, so I changed my number. I've also created a new WhatsApp account, so please add me as your sister.
I don't want to be in contact with you.
Are you still angry about that? Please don't block me. You're being so childish.
Of course I'm upset. You used all the money I spent years saving. Most people would have blocked you already.
Come on. You can't hold a grudge forever, you know.
What are you talking about? You withdrew all of the money I saved from my part-time jobs. All of the money I spent years saving up. And you went on a vacation with your friends. You didn't even apologize to me.
Well, our parents said it was fine. And everything that's yours is mine, right?
Don't be stupid.
By the way, I heard you're getting married.
Yeah, you heard it from our parents, right?
So, I heard you just called them, said you're getting married, and then you hung up, right?
I contacted them because we're supposed to have a family meeting with both families, but they didn't seem interested, and they said it was a hassle to come here, so the family meeting got cancelled.
We could have just done it near our house.
But if we do that, it'll be a long flight for his parents, right? The midpoint between his family's house and our family's house is where we live, so we decided to have it here to save on transportation and accommodation costs.
Oh, you're going to pay our accommodations for us?
No, not for you. I don't have any intention of meeting you.
You know what? There's this concert there I really wanted to see. Maybe I could stop by?
I wasn't inviting you. And since our parents don't want to travel here, we're going to head over there and just meet at some restaurant and exchange greetings there.
Oh, wow. That's sad. By the way, you aren't going to have a wedding ceremony?
We're both not into that kind of thing, so we'll just have a dinner party with our friends instead. Rather than wasting money on a ceremony, we'd rather just go traveling.
Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping our parents could buy me a new dress. I guess they wouldn't buy one for you, huh?
You're still living off our parents, huh?
I can't help it. I've always been the cute one. I'm not suited to be a worker ant. I'm a queen ant.
Even queen ants have their own roles to play.
By the way, who's the guy you're marrying? I bet he's just as boring as you. Is he a salaryman? Government worker?
I don't plan to be involved with you, just like I haven't been involved with you so far, and I never plan on introducing him to you. So you don't need to worry about him.
What? Is he such a stud? Well, you probably can't land a better guy anyway. Ha!
You finished? When I chat with you on WhatsApp, it just brings back bad memories.
What are you talking about? Weren't they all happy memories? I thought I was the caring older sister type.
What? Caring? By caring, you mean you taking advantage of, right? You took my money and even got in the way of my relationship with my boyfriend back in school. You just wouldn't let me be happy. You were always trying to push me down.
Didn't I take good care of you?
You knew that our parents were on your side, and you used it to do whatever you wanted. I never thought you were caring.
Huh? I'm hurt.
I'm busy, so let's finish this conversation. I told you about my marriage, so we don't have to be in touch anymore. Let's just keep living our separate lives like we always have. Goodbye. I blocked my sister on WhatsApp and put down my phone. A month later, my fiancé and I went back to our hometown for a day to introduce him to my parents at a restaurant near our house. My parents didn't seem interested at all and only seemed to care about the fact that we were paying for everything. They happily ordered drinks and food outside the course menu and quickly left after eating and drinking a lot, barely greeting my fiancé. My fiancé seemed to understand that they had no interest in me and told me there was no need to force a relationship with them, which made me happy. After that, we got married. The only thing that interfered with our happy newlywed life, filled with fun conversations about where to go on our honeymoon, was my sister again. My blocked sister somehow still managed to contact me. 1 month later.
It's your sis, Alice. Carrie, what's up?
I thought I blocked you.
I made a new account.
Seriously? What do you want now?
I went to your place the other day.
Huh? You came here?
Remember when I told you about that concert I was going to? Our parents bought me a ticket, so I went to the concert.
Did you really contact me just to tell me that?
No, I wanted to tell you that I saw you then.
You saw me?
When I was about to check into a hotel near the station, you were in the hotel lobby. That's when I saw.
Saw what?
Your husband.
And?
He's way more handsome than I imagined. He's tall and, as Mom said, older than you, right? If he's 5 years older than you, that means he's 2 years older than me. Just perfect. He's more suited to me than you. Hand over your husband to me.
What? Are you kidding?
What are you talking about? I'm dead serious.
How can I take that seriously? A husband isn't an object. What are you thinking, asking me to hand him over? As my sister, aren't you ashamed?
He's too good for you. He was wearing a nice suit. He's tall and handsome. I want him, so I'm taking him.
Stop it. Just leave me alone.
Don't get mad just because you're not on my level. I'll make sure to be happy enough for both of us. Don't worry. You're going on an overseas trip pretty soon, right?
Why do you know about our honeymoon?
He told me.
He told you? Wait, what do you mean?
I exchanged contact info with him.
When did that happen?
In the hotel lobby, when you went to the bathroom or something. When I introduced myself as your sister, he gave me his contact info.
No way. He knows about my relationship with my family and he should understand.
Men, in the end, they're made to go for the better woman. It's human instinct. Obviously, he thinks I'm the better woman. A normal guy would realize and understand that. It's not my fault you're not attractive, so don't hold a grudge against me.
Just get out of my life.
I've always said, what's yours is mine. Your life exists for me. Oh, but I'll give you credit. You did bring a good guy.
I was in despair, thinking my sister was going to mess up my life again. Not just taking my money, but also taking away my entire life. Still, I wanted to believe in him, and I couldn't feel alive until he came back. And then 2 months later, my sister contacted me again. 2 months later.
Did you really go on a honeymoon? You're destined to be dumped. Just give up and back off gracefully. You know, that's called shameless.
Shameless? That's a new one coming from you.
Well, was it like a divorce moon rather than a honeymoon? A celebration of your divorce? If so, I guess it can't be helped. In the end, the one who will marry him and be happy is me. I'm more suitable for him.
Ugh.
I've been in touch with your husband every day. I'm so happy. Your honeymoon will end with you going home early. Let's switch places.
Hey, I don't know who you are.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I've never met you and I don't plan to in the future.
Huh? Who is this?
This is Wilson, Carrie's husband.
Wilson? Your husband's name is Wilson? Wait, my boyfriend's name is different.
It seems like you're mistaken, but I've never met you and I'm not free enough to be in touch with you every day. I've heard a lot about the past from Carrie, and I understand the relationship between you, your parents, and your sister. From now on, I'm completely on Carrie's side, so unless she forgives and accepts you guys, I don't plan to be involved with you.
Wait a minute, then who's my boyfriend? He was in the hotel lobby with Carrie. You're being cheated on.
That's my boss. Oh, this is Carrie, by the way.
Carrie? What's going on? Your boss?
My job is creating and managing hotel reservation systems. That hotel was recently built and they wanted to sign a contract with my company. So I just went there with my boss, that's all.
So the guy I exchanged contact information with wasn't your husband, but your boss?
I believe so. He's tall and wore what seemed like an expensive suit, right? My boss is showy and always wears expensive suits. His wife even cut his allowance because of that, he complained.
His wife?
He's got 2 kids and not a super high salary, so ordering expensive suits must be a strain on the family budget.
2 kids?
My boss got married early, and I heard this year is their 10th anniversary. They should have 2 elementary school-aged boys.
No way!
And by the way, sis, if you're really dating my boss, that would be cheating, you know. I think his wife wouldn't stay quiet about it.
Wait, I thought for sure he was your husband.
Not that it would be okay if he was my husband, but still.
I didn't know he had 2 kids.
When I heard from sis that she got in touch with him, I felt so scared, but I listened to his side of the story. I'm really glad I realized it was sis's misunderstanding. We're busy sightseeing on our honeymoon, so can we go now? See ya.
Wait, Carrie!
2 weeks later.
Carrie, help me!
What? If you're being sued for alimony and can't pay, I can't help.
How did you know?
Just guessing. Figured it out when I got back from our honeymoon and found out boss was on leave.
I went to confront him about the kids. His wife showed up and said she won't forgive him for cheating with 2 kids, and she's suing for alimony. I didn't even know he had kids.
But you thought he was cheating with you, right?
I thought he was your husband.
Regardless of the misunderstanding, cheating is cheating. Can't defend that. Not that I ever intended to cheat.
Please, don't say that. Help me.
What did my boss say?
His wife won't let me talk to him. She said it would cause trouble if we talked behind her back.
Of course.
His wife hired some top-notch lawyers.
Ah, that rumor was true then.
What rumor?
His wife is rumored to be a wealthy heiress.
An heiress?
That's why he can still afford to live even after ordering expensive suits and getting his allowance cut. It's the talk of the office.
I see.
Apparently, one of his colleagues went to their wedding and it was incredibly lavish. His wife's parents must have arranged the top-notch lawyers after finding out about the affair. It's a wise decision for their kids' sake. My parents are really different.
I can't afford to pay $50,000 in alimony. I don't have money to hire a lawyer. What should I do?
Why not ask your mom like always?
I've been texting and calling her on WhatsApp, but she's not answering. Both of them.
They've abandoned you.
Abandoned?
Sis, didn't you notice? They've always loved you, but they haven't always given you what you wanted.
What do you mean?
Whenever you wanted something or food, they'd cut my allowance or make me buy it or cook it for you. By the way, they're not using their own money for your living expenses while you're living at home.
What? It's not from Dad's income?
They're using Grandpa's inheritance, and it'll run out next year at this rate. My husband asked them if they'd rather marry you instead when he went to greet them, and they said it so boldly.
What? It'll run out next year?
They love you, but they won't help you. So you have no choice but to do it on your own.
Then help me, Carrie. You're my sister. Are you okay with me being unhappy?
It's your own fault, and I've always lost to you and never received any help from you. I have no reason or desire to help.
No way. I'll be ruined like this. I've managed to live a comfortable life until now. I don't want to work or struggle or be in debt.
You're over 30, an adult. Take responsibility for yourself and don't involve me. I finally have a real family, and I'm happy.
I'm your real family too, right, Carrie? Right. From now on, if something happens, I'll help you. So this time, as a sister, help me, Carrie. Carrie? I apologize for everything so far. Please, help me. Please.
Later. In the end, my sister had a big fight with my parents to pay the alimony she was sued for. They even sold the family home. My boss was sued for alimony and child support and ended up divorcing. He sold off his fancy suits, car, etc., took out loans, paid it all off and disappeared. So my sis has nowhere to turn. Parents abandoned her. Now she's probably living a low-key, hellish life somewhere. Parents lost the house, Grandpa's inheritance gone. They tried to contact me again, but I cut them off. I blocked all of their contact information. My husband is just my hubby, his family, and our baby on the way, and that's enough.